Hey my funky Fruit Loops, welcome back to Numinous Soul Oracles. I am your host, Nakoida. I hope everyone has been braving the intense fucking energies that have been out there lately. Probably, I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm a little bit sick coming out of it. It's been a while since I've been like fluey, but I am a firm believer that it is like ascension symptoms. So a massive cycle of my life has just come to a close. Thank God. Literally, thank God. Very grateful for it. It was hindered though. For a long time it was hindered. Like I could feel it coming. I took the necessary steps to ensure the process, I guess, was complete. But there was a major key aspect in my life. I don't know if that's the right thing, but there was a major missing piece. And once that piece, like when you do a normal puzzle, I've got my puzzle over there that's been sitting there waiting to be completed. But oh, well, there you go, it's a metaphor. But like the final piece of the puzzle, and it's just like it's there. So that happened. Massive. Oh gosh, I can't even describe the amount of enlightenment that came with this specific thing. And in a way, like I did a lot of reflecting on it. Sorry guys, we're just straight into this. A lot of reflecting, and it was one aspect of myself that I had kind of cast away and didn't think, right. So I always had a feeling it was like important, but I always put such a negative aspect on it. But it was once I finally integrated that and oh gosh, finally, what's the word I'm looking for? Surrender, basically. Once I surrendered that and came back to myself wholeheartedly in my spiritual aspects, well then, holy fuck, like it's absolutely incredible. So since that, my crown chakra has been fucking going all over the place. I've been having my ascension flu symptoms, a lot of realizations and downloads and dreams, and holy shit guys, it's just been so fucking intense. Today is what's today, Thursday. So I've been off and out work for the whole week. I've been dizzy, I have no energy. When people talk to me, I'm just like, did you say something? Like I wasn't there. And so I really needed that time just to come back, just to relax. I've done fuck all the last couple of days, but just lie down. A lot of reflecting as well. But it's like, it's a new day. It's a new day. There's new energy surrounding, guys. So I hope you guys have been good as well. I wasn't going to do a reading while I was still a bit chesty and throaty. But, I've got to be obedient. I was going to wait till the weekend, but all I keep hearing was do it now. So I'm doing it now, okay? Had a nice hot shower, got my hoodie on. It's been a bit nippy over here. Very windy too. Like, I just feel like it's the winds of change. These whispers in the wind and... All right, yeah. We all know I'm a Fruit Loop. So let's get on to this. While I was in my little place of reflection, I've had one of these decks for a long time. There's no words or anything on it. It's just a whole lot of very intense, detailed pictures. They're like oracles. You probably can't. Oh shit, it's probably a bit too dark to see anything. But I really felt guided. I was getting a lot of information just on the pictures. on itself. So I've done my little pre-shuffle. Oh gosh, I'm a little bit all over the show. What's new? We're going to get energy oracle readings out first. Okay, guys? To see what you guys have been going through, what's happening, where are you going, what are some obstacles and little hurdles that you need to jump over. Spirit guides come through. I heard Tootsie Roll. What's a Tootsie Roll? That's American, isn't it? Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. That's funny. I mean, it's probably not that funny, but... Okay, one more. What is the current energy for the collective, please, Spirit guides? Current energy for the collective. One more. They want one more, so we're going to get one more. Oh gosh, that was too much. Just one, please. That came, okay, right. Settle Griddle. So the first one we have is walking away. The second one is door to value. I should probably turn some more lights on. Let me get my little... Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, fuck. Sorry. Journey. Holy shit. And then contractors keep coming out in the pre-shuffle as well. Keep poking its little head out. And then at the bottom of the deck is victory. Okay. So, Journey comes out a lot too for these collective readings. It's interesting. I promise I shuffle my cards. Okay? It's obviously very significant. Walking away. That's pretty straightforward though. You're either walking away from something or someone. You have walked away or you need to. It could be a past, present or future kind of thing. Okay? It could be a job, a situation, a house, a person, a relationship, a marriage. It could be a community as well, a town. It can be anything. So just place it where it fits in your life, okay? Bear in mind, guys, this is not going to resonate for everyone. If it doesn't make sense, well, then it doesn't fucking make sense, okay? Don't try and force it, Cinderella. I think I say this all the time. Once I heard, you know that video, that little kid who loves bacon? He's like, bacon is good for me. Well, I just heard, I'm packing my bags. I'm pretty sure that's from that video. You know, when he's told he can't have bacon anymore. I mean, I'd do the same thing. If I couldn't have bacon, I'm like, I'm fucking packing my bags. But I feel like someone has packed their bags or they're about to pack their bags and they're going on a journey. Okay, they're ending a contract. They're walking away from a contract. Which way does that go? Walking away from a contract. You're just like, hooroo, sayonara, I'm out. You could be walking away from, you know, a job contract, whatever, spiritual soul contract. You could have paid your dues. Okay, you could have cleared all of that out. You're on a journey, door to value. So I feel like in this sense, it's finding that value within yourself, okay? A lot of people put too much, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. I need my thesaurus. Well, okay, they put like too much pressure on the external things that bring them value instead of the internal, yeah? What you bring to a person, a situation, a corporation, a business, fucking whatever, should not be identified as your material worth, you know. A lot of people place their value on their material worth. If they own a home, if they own 2 homes, if they own a car, if they own 2 cars, if they fucking, I don't know. But do you know what I mean? Like, it's the value within. It's the value that you find in other people for them being themselves. The communities that you explore, finding the value and the teachings of that community that you're being introduced to. You know, everyone is valuable. Okay, a lot of people don't see their value and their worth, and then it kind of gets a bit harder to break free from that sense, and if that makes sense. When you place your own worth on the things that you have physically rather than internally, well then who are you when all that you have or own is no longer there? Yeah, like you take away anything, everything. What kind of person is left behind? You know, are you a person of honor, of loyalty, respect, integrity? Are you a person of jealousy, greed, the need for power? Or are you just left being a funky little Fruit Loop like me? Yeah? Only you can decide like that, what kind of person you are under the surface when you have nothing else. Okay? But we have victory. We have victory. Okay? Oh gosh. Oh, there we go. We have victory. So, let's get into it, guys. Bear with me while I go through these. It is a bit dark, but lucky for me, I got my magnifying glass with a light, because they're quite, the details are quite intricate. I was having a look earlier, and on one of them there was like words. They were so small you like couldn't really make it out. And then I got my trusty little magnifying glass. And yeah, it was really cool. So we might do that, we might not. We're just gonna go with the flow. I can't even remember what this deck is called. I only picked it up this week or last week. I heard omnibus. Omnibus? That's like an omnibus, isn't it? Like when you binge watch a whole lot of like TV. I think it was like back in the day, back in New Zealand. On a Sunday, I used to watch Home and Away all the time. Fucking loved it. Me and my bestie used to just, oh my god, did you watch Home and Away? Did you watch Home and Away? It was great. Where am I going? But how like on a Sunday, it would be a replay of all the episodes during the week. Is that what it's called? Like an omnibus? I'm not too sure, but that just popped in my head. Or EastEnders, I heard as well. Some of you might like EastEnders. Me personally, I don't think I've ever seen an episode. Okie doke. What does the collective need to know, please, at this time? I might get a couple of cards out, guys, and then just have a little squiz and see, okay? They were very active before, now they're shy. What does the collective need to know? There we go. I heard Neptune's Kingdom. Okay? I don't know if any of these are going to make sense to any of you. Neptune's Kingdom. I don't know if I'm going to I don't know if I should show you the cards, guys, because you might not be able to see them. I don't know if you can like pause and zoom, but this is interesting. Well, ooh. The cards that are coming out, I got 5 here, and 2 of them as well have been coming out in the pre-shuffle during the week, just so I can get like a feel of what's been around. But the first card out is like it's a lucky card. Okay, so there's no words or anything, there's just pictures, but I heard luck be a lady tonight when this came down. So there's, let me get my I don't see, I can, what if we like, oh, it's upside down. Probably can't see, okay? So just bear with me while we have a look-see. But like gambling, right? So there's like cards and dice and pokey machines. There's clover. There's a black cat. So it's like, not like a superstitious card, but it's like the good omens. Yeah, like the lucky clover is a good omen. I think I got horseshoe behind me. You know, the lucky magnifying glass. I heard waiting on that jackpot. Okay, so don't show your hand. So you know how like in poker, or is it poker or blackjack, roulette, fucking I don't know, whatever card game, you know, you don't show your hand. You call each other's bluff, right? So like somebody else might think that they've got a good hand, but then you're over here going like, mate, my hand's great. But then turns out like the other person's hand is like better or something, and then fuck, I'm not good at gambling metaphors. But a stroke of luck is what just came through, okay? So she's got cards in her hair, she's got a card in her hand, there's dice in the other hand. Friday the 13th, I mean, that could be society. I think these days rule Friday the 13th is like a Black Friday, is like, oh my gosh, it's dark and blah blah blah, but it's actually not. Like, it's a good omen, you know. What's that in the middle there? Oh wow, that's in the middle of the little pokey machine. Right in here, it's, what do you call it, like a centaur? It's like half man, half horse, half whatever. But Chiron is the wounded healer. Okay, so if you're feeling drawn to Google Chiron, there's a lot of information about that. I think Friedrich Nietzsche mentions him, or is it Jung? I'm not too sure, but I've read something. I've read one of their books. I can't remember who. I think it might be Nietzsche. Friedrich Nietzsche. He mentions Chiron, the wounded healer. And essentially it's, you know, he goes through his own little journey. He's been shot at and fucking beaten around and all that kind of jazz, but he heals himself so that he can heal the others in his path that might be going through similar things. But it's kind of luck, so good luck. Okay, what I feel coming through, someone is breaking free. Okay, so I've got for example, I love to collect turtle snow globes. I fucking love it. Every time I go to an aquarium, or if I go somewhere on my little adventures and there's a turtle snow globe, you can bet your fucking ass that I'm gonna buy it. right? And in the middle here, it's like, it's a horse on a carousel, right? But it's in like a snow globe kind of thing. And there's two children down here watching the horsey unicorn break free out of the merry-go-round, right? So if you've been stuck on just like a never-ending loop, you're about to break free. And I've just noticed 333, okay? So we've got 21, which is a 3, and then a 3, and then a 3 on this card as well. So that 333 could be very significant. Angel number, I don't know if I said that, but Google that as well. So these children on the card is like, one of them's Pinocchio, so he's got a massive nose there. I mean, not judging noses or anything, but I mean, it to me it's pretty obvious that it's Pinocchio. And yeah, they're just watching this horse break free. So in it, like, in this little snow globe, right, the horse is chained, like it's tied to a pole, right? It can't go anywhere. Its destiny is to go on a loop, round and round. People get on, people hop off, and it's just a never-ending fucking cycle. And it looks so animated, you know. He's like, it's like he's chomping at the bit to get out, to break free, and he's finally broken free. And like, it's, I heard no longer putting on a show, okay? And I feel like that is, all right, let me just take a minute, guys. It's like you are no longer keeping yourself stuck to that little merry-go-round while like the passerbys just, you know, you kind of watch each other day by day doing the same kind of thing. Round and round you go. I don't know what it is I'm picking up, guys, but I think, oh, excuse me. Oh, okay, it might be. I heard clarify later. Okay, but you get the gist of it. You're breaking out of the little snow globe, okay? You now don't have to be the object stuck inside while people shaking it up and watching the stuff happen. I just heard Dance Monkey. I don't know, that's a song from Tones and I. So maybe, like, you know, you don't have to dance for anyone but yourself. If that makes sense. I feel like taking that moment of rest and relaxation and really tapping into your higher self, nourishing every aspect of yourself, using the tools and the resources that you have around you can. I heard that's where miracles happen, okay? And it's like, I believe that, like, it's a thing. It wasn't until I incorporated that last little aspect of myself into my spiritual practice, and fuck me, revelation, woo, you know. But on this card, she's sitting on a box, and it's like one of those magician's box that you see at like carnivals. She's got, and you know the hats that the fools used to wear. Probably can't see it. Sorry, guys. I gotta get some better lighting, I think. But she's like, she's nude-ish. She's got a blank. Oh fuck, that's just even worse. She's got a blanket that's covering her, and you know, she's got a bit of side boob going on. All right, guys, calm down. That's inappropriate. Gosh, keep it PG. And she's got her little helpers too. Like I can see frog, fish, a grasshopper, a rat, a butterfly, a ladybird, a bird, a dragonfly. Like she's got all her. What's that? A moth? Moth to the flame. She's sitting up on a hill. Like there's mountains and stuff behind her too. Like it's. I wonder if this would help. Probably not. Sorry guys, I'm gonna stop that. But like, and even there's a wheel. I don't know if it's like the sundial with like the Roman no, okay, it's not Roman numerals. It's like the elements of the zodiac sign, right? And half of it is hidden in the shadow, and half of it is in the light. Okay, so it's like the integrating of the shadow and the light aspect of oneself, the masculine and feminine. I just had a massive lesson in that recently, which is part of my big epiphany moment. But it was after I quietened everything. I needed everything to stop. I needed to stop the thoughts. I needed to stop the ego, the internal monologue that was going on, like the negative fucking hoo-ha. All of that needed to stop. I'm not saying like it was constantly negative, but when you're on the precipice of really tapping into something incredible for yourself, that's when the spiritual attacks, the negative energies, the negative self-talk, the ego, that's when all of that they come at you just fucking guns blazing. They're just like, right, you've got an idea, you want to be happy, you want to be successful, you're going after this, you're going after that. Well, here, let me fucking stop you. Let me take you back down a peg and let me keep you in the shadows where you belong. That's what that energy is. It's overcoming all of that, saying, no, fuck off. Like, there's the light. I'm going after it. Like, hooroo. Fuck you, basically. But in a way, it will have control over us if we do not shun it. Shun it? Is that the right word? And not like, we don't have to completely shun it. We acknowledge it, okay? We acknowledge the feelings, the sensations, the emotions that come with it as well. And then we just, we transmute it, okay? So for example, how do I put this in an example? I mean, there's plenty of examples, but if you wanted to fucking hike a mountain, okay? You tell yourself you're going to hike a mountain, you tell other people you're going to hike a mountain, and they take one look at you and they're just like, the fuck you are? Like, you hike a mountain? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm going to fucking hike a mountain. And they'd be like, oh, what about snakes? And what about water? And what about your shoes? And what about nature? And it's just like, fucking what about it? You know? But the more you listen to those, even your internal voice be like, fuck off, Nikita, there's no way you can get up that mountain. Like, who do you think you are? It's those kind of voices that will stop you from doing it, you know? You can look longingly at that mountain and be like, oh, I'm going to climb you one day. And then one day never comes because you've given that control and that power over to the not so nice thoughts, that's not very encouraging for you. So once you eradicate those kinds of thoughts, things do get a lot easier. And that is like the mind is just fucking, oh God, they're so powerful, so fucking powerful, It's our own worst enemy, to be honest. It can be the rise of us or it can be the detriment of us. You really just gotta be able to come out of it, There's things around, there's people to help that can assist you with not giving your power away to your mind. Okay. Right. Whoever you are, I feel like you're creating a masterpiece. You're about to create a masterpiece, or you are a masterpiece. You might have something that's kind of brewing inside of you, waiting to be birthed into the world. Don't overthink it, okay? And don't let those negative thoughts kind of steer you away from it either. I feel like maybe you have a sense of, like, whatever this could be, guys, and it could be a job. I'm not going to list it like you guys already know. It could be a sense of you don't. No, okay, that could be where the self-worth and self-value come into it, guys. Like, maybe you have such good ideas for yourself and for the future and for the community, but you feel like you're not good enough to be the one to give it. Like if you're an artist, the Renaissance, I can't even say the word, the painters like Van Gogh. I think that's the only one I know from back in the day. No, I'm not even going to try and think. And even the people that did the sculptures, the thinking man. I don't know if they face a lot of ridicule or backlash for it. Maybe you feel like that you might receive a lot of ridicule or backlash for your ideas, your inventions, your art, your talents. But pull back that curtain, okay? Be the star in your own show. Don't step out on stage and allow the curtains to close on you. You are there, okay? Center stage. You are worthy of being there. This is your time to cultivate all the things that you want to bring it together, bring it to life. And that is your door to value, okay? Neptune's kingdom. The one that I heard over here. It's like, yeah, your kingdom of your own land. You make your own legacy, okay? Abide by your own rules. Oh, take that with a grain of salt, guys. We're still going to follow the law. Don't be a dickhead, okay? Nobody likes a fucking dickhead. But being the king in your own little underworld place. Yeah? Underwater. Underworld. That could be significant. It's when we travel through the underworld, essentially. And okay. So let's take this sense with the underwater. The ocean is vast. Okay, that's just the ocean is vast. You have no idea. You've got the surface, and then you've got like the middle, and then you've got like the deep, deep, deep depths where like all the shipwrecks are and all the creatures that haven't been discovered yet, and all new breeds of species of fish and tentacles and stuff. Like that's kind of like the underworld, right? It's like the shadowy, eerie, scary depths that we got to swim through, okay? We got to swim through sorry, I just zoned out then. What do we got to do, guys? We got to swim through those undiscovered lands or parts of ourselves that have been hidden away in the shadowy fucking depths of the ocean, And we will come across creatures or things or species, but within ourselves that we're just like, what the fuck is that? Like, what? How long have you been there for? Or, you know, it'll come out of the blue. You're swimming through the trenches because you've got to go through it, not over it, okay? We're not Marlin and Dory. We're not taking shortcuts and getting stung by fucking jellyfish, okay? We're going to go through the trenches. We're going to have a look what's behind the scary little corners, and we're going to address it, and we're going to be like, fuck you, I can conquer it, you know? That probably made no fucking sense, but what I'm trying to say is that there is no shortcuts when it comes to navigating the waters of yourself. You can try, trust me, you can try, but it will always come to the surface, okay? And then you get like, I'm not a science person, I'm not too sure how this works, but you know when what's like a powder you put in the water and then it sinks to the bottom, right? And then you stir it up a little bit, you give it a bit of a shake, and then it's just all fucking murky and just like, what is this? You know, so it's, once it's settled to the bottom, then it's like, shake it up, okay? Because if it is settled down for too long, it will implicate you emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, okay? So sometimes the universe will come along with your glass, it's nice and settled, and you know there's not a flick in there at all, and they're just going to be like, they're going to stir the pot, okay? They're going to come and they're going to stir the pot real fucking good, and you're going to have to get a handle on it, okay? But you can get a handle on it. You will get a handle on it. It's like I said, it's not an easy task to journey through those waters and confront the monsters inside of you, okay? It's not pretty, it's not magical, but it's beneficial, okay? It helps a lot, and it is it's beneficial for your spiritual growth and personal growth as a person, okay? But another Nemo quote, because I fucking love Nemo. You know what you got to do in life? I can't even speak. You know what you got to do when life keeps you down? Just keep swimming. Right. Okay. What? This is interesting. So I love the movie Nemo, and I've never ever thought of this in this aspect before, but I just like saw in my head, you know, Nemo gets taken away, he's disappeared, whatnot. Marlin goes to find him, picks up Dory, and it's like, now hear me out, right? Marlin is on a journey, okay? He's on a journey, he's on a quest, in the deep, dark ocean, where there's lots of stuff going on, right? And he picks up Dory on his way. I feel like it could be an aspect of Marlin. He's looking for his inner child, not his actual child, his inner child, and he's on a journey of like, he's so fearful to leave the anemones, and thinking that every time he's going to leave his little safe space, that something bad is going to happen, right? And then ultimately it did to his child, but it's like the safety of his inner child has kind of just been taken away, like his innocence, right? And he picks up Dory on the way, and she's fucking wacky and kooky, and that's why I love her. But she could represent like a spirit guide on the way, you know, having that lighter energy, that lighter side of life. Yeah, she's a little bit forgetful, you know, she loses her memory for 5 seconds, but then she has her own little journey as well. You know, she stops forgetting. You know, when Marlin and Dory take that journey together to go and find Nemo, it's like they form that bond, right? Dory, the feminine energy, Marlin, the masculine energy. Marlin lost his wife, the mother to his child, never got to have that, the nurturing, right? The nurturing side. And Dory probably just fucking, well, you know, she forgot her mum and dad, okay? But they both walk away, well, swim away. Shit. Excuse me. They both swim away with lessons under their belt. It's a unity between all three of them. Marlin finding his child, his inner child, and releasing the fear of things going wrong. But taking that journey anyway to go, because it's so important to him, right? It's his kid. He's taken that journey. He's overcoming that fear. He's gone through obstacles. He's fucking picked up a hitchhiker Looney Tune. You know, he's swam with sea turtles and all that kind of jazz. Like, I think what I'm trying to get at is that no matter what darkness you're going through on your journey, you will have all these little things along the way that you've picked up or that you've learned, and you're just like, wow, like I wouldn't wish for it any other way. And yeah, it can be painful and terrifying and just fucking outright bullshit, but it's the journey that counts, you know? Okay, guys, what do we need to know? Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Yeah. Okay, so everything that has been stirred up in the pot, that's no longer settled, and it's being stirred up for you to transmute it, okay? Excuse me. One thing I find really interesting, actually, is bear with me, you probably won't be able to see it, okay? So on all three of these cards is a figure, and they are knees up, knees drawn to the chest, okay? And like it's a self hug. It's, you know, like a fetus position, that sense of safety and security. You know, you're in the fetus and you're still growing, but you're all fucking cooped up in there. Oh wow. Getting back to that nurturing energy for yourself, getting back to that safe space for yourself to fully let go and to feel what it is that you're feeling. Okay? Have that compassion for yourself as you go through it. Some of you may have been a bit overprotective of your heart, of your dreams and desires. I mean, that's all well and good. I know we've all each got our own little situations and scenarios why we act so defensive and closed off, and protective. But those are the things that need to be transmuted. Okay, so like look at the big glorious moon in the background. Fuck, I love the moon. And I will say that every time I say moon. Or is that the sun? Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, I was wrong. That's sun, and down here, what it's standing on is the moon. Okay, it's that yin and the yang. It's the light and the dark. It's the feminine and the masculine. It's all about integrating, transmuting all of that wounding from both energetic sides, because we can't have one without the other. You can't have feminine energy without masculine energy. Okay. The thing that I've just gone through is I healed an aspect of my masculine energy that I had no idea that was there, right? No, far out. This is insane. But it was like, it was the next step. So you'll go through, like, for example, this particular thing, I was just like, why the fuck couldn't I have done this a year ago? And I feel like that's how long this cycle has been. Very significant. This past year, fuck, from April to April. Thank fuck we're in May. This last year from April to April has just been like, what the fuck? And it was just recently when that aspect that I think is finally transmuted, where I'm just like, why couldn't this happen sooner? It wasn't meant to. I wasn't at a point or a state or a consciousness at that time to be able to receive the messages and the guidance and the downloads. I wasn't able to fully understand the pieces of the puzzle until I was. And it's just like it's like, God. It's literally just like a light goes off in your head, you know? So transmitting that pain in any way you can. A lot of, you would all have different kinds of techniques to transmute it, and if you don't, I recommend that you find something to help you with it. Okay. Sorry guys, my throat's a bit croaky now. Singing, dancing, writing, fucking whatever it is that you do to transmute that energy. Okay, get it out of your system. A lot of people, they struggle with the transmutation of the energy. That's why we get so stuck and stagnant. Like, even if we have kind of realized it, we still kind of let it sit there. But once we acknowledge it and accept it and kind of just fully release it, it would do your world of wonders. Okay, like your physical ailments will stop. They'll just disappear. I feel like you'll start to see a different side of yourself. You might have a lot more compassion for yourself. You should have a lot more compassion for yourself when you're on your journey, okay? Horned cactus, resourcefulness. Yeah. Horned cactus. I don't know if you can. Like the what is it? The cactus in the desert. Like they can just fucking thrive with nothing around them, with little to no water. I think they can. I mean, please don't shoot me. I'm not like a cacti specialist, or a succulent specialist, I should say. I'm not too sure if that is a thing, but I am pretty sure that they can, because otherwise why the fuck would they grow out in the desert, you know? But the resilience that's within you, right, and the resources around you are tools to help you get through the certain situations and scenarios that you could be going through at this time. So don't be quick to, how do I put this? Don't be quick to diminish something's worth when it could actually be the key for your upgrade. I don't know, that didn't make any fucking sense to me. I know, like the prickly bits on the cactus is like a defense mechanism as well. So maybe this could be an indication for you to maybe rein in on the prickliness a little bit. You know, you could be, or somebody around you could be a bit prickly, and you want to get close. You're just like, fuck it, fuck, it pricked me. But whichever kind of area that is, don't be quick to discard it, I feel like. Okay, I heard move on. We're moving on. Let's get another one, please, Spirit Guides. What does the collective need to know at this time for their highest good? We got to, oh, yes, okay. Number 6, cosmic womb, the divine feminine. Yeah, right. Was I not, like these cards where you're in the womb, you're in the fetus, you're all balled up. The meditation and stillness. This one as well. You know, on the box, and you've got your light in the background, and it's just quiet and it's still. Oh. I heard violet flame. There's a violet flame meditation technique that you can do. Google it if you feel drawn to, but it basically you invite the purple flame to surround you and envelop you with, you know, love and all that kind of thing, and working with it to help you on those little shadowy aspects. Make sure you thank it afterwards as well. When you're grateful for the techniques like provided and the spiritual energies that surround you, the more willing they are to help and to guide you. Okay, so if you call upon your spirit guides or ancestors or gods or whoever, you know, you pray or meditate to, you know, the more you ask and the less gratitude you show, the less likely they are to continue helping you. Okay. You know, I've on my altar, I've probably got to change the water a bit, but like make offerings to them as well. Sometimes even if you get like a particular craving, you're just like, what the fuck? Like, why am I craving this? Like, it's like out of the ordinary. One, you could be pregnant. But 2, it could be from these guys. I know, for example, I went through a stage where I was just, I can't remember what, like, for example, when I made my big pot of chicken and veg soup, I was putting things in there that I'm just like, I've never had this in my fucking life. Like, why am I putting this in my soup? And like further along down the line, I realized, like, I read something somewhere about offerings and ancestors and that kind of thing, and offering them the foods that they like or that they miss eating. And so sometimes I'll get guided to be like, you know what, I'm going to cook up a fucking a batch of chicken and veg soup. I mean, it's a simple thing, but it's out of the ordinary for me in a sense. Does that make sense? Whichever. 11 is significant too, guys. We've got 29, which breaks down to an 11, and then another 11. So 11 is a massive, powerful, spiritual number, okay? And you probably see it all the time. If you don't, you're probably going to start seeing it all the time. Okay? So I feel like that's the message. All right. I was going to clarify with tarot, but I don't even think it wasn't bizarre, but that was different. That was unexpected. I'm going to use my Beyond Lemuria. Oh, fuck, I can't even say it. Oracles. I love these cards. I always get such a rush of energy when I touch them. A song that kept replaying in my head the last couple of days, and then I ended up just fucking binging the shit out of this band, but The Wanted, right? Chasing the Sun. Your band is chasing the sun. That one. And then it's like I got on this little obsession with The Wanted, and I was just listening to all of their songs and listening to all the lyrics, and I was just like, oh my gosh, what? That could be significant. You could be listening to The Wanted. It's like the hottest, well, me personally, I think it's a great boy band, you know? Love me a good boy band. Significant for somebody out there. All right, let's go. Let's get one card just to finish. Please and thank you. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Fucking 57 minutes. Thanks. Oh, furred and feathered friends. Yes. Fish are friends, not food. Except stinking dolphins. Oh, God. Jeez. All right. Furry and feathered. You can't even see that. Okay. Animals are our friends. Okay. We are not separate. We are one. We are whole. We are united and we are strong. Okay. All right. Fuck, I gotta tap out. Very significant. Animals, your spirit animals, your totem animals, okay? If they come to you in dreams, if they come to you outside, watch them, observe them. What's their behavior like? What are their characteristics? What are their I forgot what I was going to say. For example, the other day I was sitting outside, as I do. I'm hardly ever inside. I like to be outside. And like I had my channeling book out, and there was a green ant that was crawling along, and I went to flick it and I missed, and then my heart just felt so heavy, and so I'm just like, I'm so sorry, like I didn't, why did I go and flick you? I'm so sorry. And then I picked up my book and then I just followed it along, you know. And it was at that moment where I feel like its features were just amplified, you know. I had nothing else in my vision but this little tiny green ant, you know. And I apologized to it. I said, sorry mate, I didn't, you know, I mean, I did mean to flick you, but I didn't mean to flick you, because it's just what we do, is it not? Like, maybe not all of yous do it, but you just fuck off kind of thing. But I took the time to actually sit with it and watch it, and I moved my book around and around, and I watched the ant go round and around. I mean, I probably tortured it a little bit by making it go dizzy, but that was not my intention. I just wanted to marvel in the beauty, in the creation that is these furred and feathered and tiny little things, you know? So when we sit back and witness the beauty that life just has around us, things just feels a whole lot better, okay? So just remember, swim through it, not over it, okay? You got this, guys. There's victory ahead, okay? Yeah, fourth chakra. Fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. Open up your heart, okay? The temple path, yes. Oh, guys, you got this. You got this in the bag. All right. I hope that you guys have taken something away from this. If you haven't, well, that's okay too. Go and find somebody else to watch. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. I wish you well. I will see you all on the next one.